Hello everybody, happy Tuesday, hope you're doing very well. I'm quite excited because I'm filming this on the morning of the Chelsea-Arsenal match. Arsenal a little bit out of that form, Chelsea are doing okay, they're at home, just fingers crossed we can get a result there, especially based on the results from yesterday. But today I'm going to be opening a shirt that's a new club to my collection. I feel like it's been a while since I've done that, and it's going to be in this little parcel here. Probably gathered whereabouts it's come from already. So let's just get it open. It's quite a little nifty shirt here, so let's see what it's all about in person. So we have return invoice slip. Is there a trading card in here? Not there, unless it's inside the thingy. Didn't even get a trading card this time. Anyway, here is the shirt. So a little bit, it's come in the classic football shirts wrapper, which suggests that it's one that they will have got from someone who sold it to them and then they've resold it. So it's a bit of a blue shirt, which as a Chelsea fan is always a good start. There's a little bit of a crest. You may or may not recognise it. They're not necessarily the biggest team in the country, but they're not super obscure, I would say. So let's get it open. See what it looks like. Ooh. A lot of rustling and some paper in here somewhere. There we go. Now then, rear of the shirt, which I'll admit I couldn't see on the listing. So let's have a look. Oh, it's blue. What a surprise. So there it is. We've got, well, we actually do have the club name on the bottom of the shirt there, but if it's difficult to read, you might still not be able to see it. Anything else? We have, I'm guessing that is the flag of where the club is based in the country. I'm going to get that wrong. That's going to be totally wrong. And then we have a patch on the sleeve, which I'm really struggling to actually open up now. Come on. There we go. That'll give you an idea of whereabouts this one is from. And then nothing on the sleeve. So let's bring it round to the front. We have the tag, which is always a nice start, isn't it? And it's a continuation of blue. It should be, yes. And what we also have, depending on the angle here, is we have a screen printed version of the club crest in this sort of bottom half here. We have the sponsor, which is also screen printed, the manufacturer, brand new manufacturer to the collection, though it's certainly a highly represented country that this shirt's from, and then the nicely embroidered crest of the club there. So we've got it in a medium. See if it says anything about the pricing anywhere on here. No, it doesn't. It just has specifically the actual manufacturer. So let me dress the mannequin. I'll explain to you a little bit about the club and a little bit about the manufacturer itself. Right, here then, there is the shirt looking beautiful in blue like all good football shirts should. But who is the club? Well, it is Hereth CD. And it's their home shirt from 2011, 2012, so over 10 years old now, getting close to being 15 years old, so it's not a brand new one. I bought it from Classic Football Shirts, as quite obvious from the opening, and this one cost me £44.99 after a little bit of discount, so roughly about what you would expect to pay for a shirt of that age that's still effectively in mint condition, or should be. This was the only one available. You can generally tell when they have just the one size and when it's just a random old shirt for a club. I don't imagine there's going to be so much dead stock floating around, but that does happen, of course, from time to time. Now, Hereth CD were founded in 1947, as it suggests underneath the crest there, and come from the city of Jerez de la Frontera, which is in the south of the country, of course, being Spain, if you're not too familiar. Now, this club shouldn't be confused with Jerez Deportivo FC, which is a club that was founded as a replacement to this club because the fans are told by the chairman at that period of time that the club was going to be liquidated. Clearly some issues with the finances. However, evidently this club has survived because the current season they are playing in the 4th tier of Spanish football. And if you look at the graphic, you'll also see that the Phoenix club, the alternative club, the newer club, is in the same division. And at the time of recording, actually above them in the league, though of course there's only been a few games played there. That must be an interesting dynamic where usually one club falls and then the other one just starts again. You don't usually have both of them and then also at the same level. I suppose you've got a little bit with Wimbledon and sort of MK Dons, but that's a different sort of story, etc. So that's an interesting one there. And generally, when you Google it, the first one pops up isn't this one. It's the It's the new version of the club. So, is there a rivalry? I suppose there might well be. Last season, they actually got promoted from the 5th tier, so they've dropped off quite significant, because in about 2009, 2010, they were in La Liga. This club was in La Liga. It was their one season there, and they finished bottom, but they were only 3 points away and a bit of goal difference of staying up. And unfortunately, what happens in modern football is finances can just quickly spiral out of control, and they found themselves 3 or 4 seasons in like the 4th division. So yeah, it just sometimes the sacrifice to get to the top tier, it destroys the club, it seems. So is it worth it? Probably not. Maybe you have to ask the fans there. Now, the shirt itself is manufactured by a company called Cejudo. I'm going to pronounce it like that. Very difficult to find anything online about this company. It's a Spanish club, a Spanish manufacturer, sorry. They seem to still be active. They're doing shirts for teams that are a little bit further down in the sort of the pyramid. I tried going on the website, but it's blocked, or it won't let me, or it's not live, so I can't tell you much. I couldn't find much of a social media about it either. They do general teamwear stuff also, so I've seen other retailers selling their stuff on behalf of them. I mean, everything's relatively, I don't know, cost-effective way of doing it, screen printed. Nice little embroidering. You've got the little bit of a popper button on the on the sort of collar there. Obviously, you've got the patch also. But at this point, I think they were probably in the 2nd tier when when this was going to be worn. But that's it, really. It's a nice little shirt. So when I was thinking of buying this one, I thought, you know what I've done here? I finally got myself a club that starts with the letter X, so I'm confident now I have the entire alphabet. But then I realised I already had one. I had that Helaju, whatever they want to call them, from Guatemala, I think it was, one with the moon crest. Already begins with X, so I've already been able to say that I can do the A to Z of football clubs. There's maybe, Xanthi from Greece, I think it is, and then some very, very obscure ones around the world. So 2 is a decent place to begin. Friday, I'm thinking I might show you possibly the best designed football shirt that has been released this year, spanning both of the seasons that's been involved. It's arrived. I might treat you to something really nice. I hope it's as good as it looks like online. Anyway, hope you have a great week ahead. I'm going to be looking forward to watching Chelsea later on, and by the time I've edited this, probably I will know. Maybe I won't. Anyway, thank you as always for watching videos. Goodbye!